It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Black Knights and the Rams. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the London Black Knights and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rolling to his left. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards. It's down again. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, 39 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. Smith will come in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. They got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They go play action with Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Black Knights are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Gardner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 55 yards. And the Black Knights have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Black Knights are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Going right back to Akers. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. To try again after the sack. Stafford complete. Jefferson the target. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now it's Stafford. Pressure comes and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown! Quez Watkins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first-half lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down at Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Stafford's, and the ball is knocked out, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Stafford. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. But first down, Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Come back team. 7 Pirates. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. They've got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. In motion right is Smith. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form. And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And a huge play that time. 65 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights just continue to roll. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stafford. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Back to throw. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 58 yards. And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stafford now to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Santos with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. London about set to take over on offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Smith will come in motion right.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there. 64 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
19 Pioneer.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Black Knights get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is fielded at the 7. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 82 yards. And the Black Knights are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rush coming for Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. 2nd down at 7.
to pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Stafford under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 51 yards. And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Defense shows blitz. Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Stafford. Oh, he bowls over him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Akers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Santos' kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
In motion right is Smith. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. They got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to have the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 60-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Smith will come in motion right. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
Been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a